Are you feeling trapped in financial chaos and exhausted spinning your wheel to find a way out month after month? ADHD significantly makes money management harder, so you want to support your brain, not burn it out. Following a budget, tracking every expense, and looking where your money went last month is tedious, boring, and demanding. Today, I'm giving you an antidote, one with short sprints that you can engage with and want to return to so your brain can build consistency without rigidity.
Thanks for flying with us. Have a great day. 3, 2, 1.
Money has a way of sitting at the back of your mind, quiet enough to ignore, but loud enough to drain your energy. And with ADHD, it's really easy for money to drift out of focus until something pulls your attention back. Because money isn't usually the problem. It's staying connected to it that gets complicated. Hi, brilliant, and welcome. I'm Zarina, ADHD and money coach, unapologetic Gen X ADHDer, and I know what it's like to have no idea how to get out of financial chaos because I've been there and I spent a lot of time there. If you want to be better with money, but don't want to track everything every day, unless you choose to, what I have laid out for you today on Phenomenally ADHD gives you exactly that. But be reassured, it's not your average, rigid, boring, this is the way to do it system. It's not even a perfect one. It's a method I use to create the groove I need to actually get things done without frying my brain or finding a gazillion reasons to avoid it. By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple monthly system you can come back to help you stay aware of your money, make better decisions during the month, and reduce impulsive spending without tracking everything every day. More specifically, it's a way to stay on top of your money without overcomplicating it. Checking in with your money in a way that actually feels doable. Start spotting where your money is leaking. Because I know how it feels to not feel in control, to pay the high cost of impulsive spending, to have no idea where money has gone. At the end or the beginning of every month, with as much consistency as I can and without banging my head on the wall if it's not done precisely on between the 28th and the 2nd or 3rd of every month, I do these 3 things. I map my cash flow, I review what happened last month, I update my income and expenses. That's it. That's the system, and it's designed to help you build consistency with flexibility. The main reason why this works for me is not only because it allows me to connect with money, but also because it's visual. What the ADHD brain doesn't see doesn't exist, and it's easier to forget about it, which is not ideal, especially with fluctuating income. I'm curious. Take a second to think about your money like right now. What feels the most difficult? Starting, staying consistent, or knowing what to look at? Let me know in the comments. Money management with ADHD isn't about doing more. It's about having the right checkpoints. The golden rule is getting 1% better than yesterday, last week, or last month, depending on how fast you want things to improve. And with ADHD, you probably want results for yesterday. And that's actually something to be on the lookout for because it can definitely get in the way of you using the system. That's also something I'll break down for you so you have an idea of what to expect. Money management with ADHD is cyclical, not linear. It needs flexibility, clarity, creativity, and fun. The ADHD brain drifts, avoids, comes back, and that doesn't mean you are doing something wrong. It's simply you following your unique rhythm. ADHDers walk to the beat of their own drum. Always remember that. Attention usually drifts when money is out of sight or focus because there's no sense of urgency, and it tends to come back when stress or a deadline triggers it. Money also falls off our radar easily with debit and credit cards, digital payments, or subscriptions. Annual ones are the worst because the renewal date is so easy to forget thanks to time blindness. That being said, when your brain can rely on a system that supports executive functions, there's less friction, which is what your brain needs to engage. Now, let's look at the 3 steps of your monthly reset to prevent chaos. Step 1, your monthly cash flow plan. This is where you're giving your money a place to go. It acts as the decision filter for the month without consistently rethinking everything, and it's also your anti-impulsivity anchor. Your monthly cash flow plan is not about budgeting or restriction. It's knowing how much money comes in, how much goes out, how much is left. It's reducing decision fatigue for the next 30 days. Deciding in advance where your money goes makes it harder for your brain to decide in the moment. And we all know that ADHD brains love dopamine more than long-term plans. Hello, impulsivity. Step 2, review last month. This allows you to close the mental loop, keeps your money visible, and is a way to stay connected to it. It's also a great awareness builder because if your goal is to reduce impulsive spending, for example, you can't do that if you don't actually see how your money moved. Looking at your numbers is not fixing or judging them. It's seeing the patterns clearly. Your brain doesn't like unfinished stories or unanswered questions, so it keeps searching for the information that will fill in the gaps. Closing the mental loop reduces vagueness that can create anxiety and turns "I think I overspent" into actual clarity. Step 3, update personal, business income, and expenses. This step is all about cleaning the backlog without spiraling. It helps you feel in control of your finances. Keeping track of your income and expenses is worth it. Money stays on your radar by showing you precisely how it moved. I use a spreadsheet for this one because it's quick and doesn't require much executive function since I don't have to do the math. Sometimes I go back and update a few weeks, even several weeks, without seeing it as a failure. ADHD doesn't need perfect consistency. It needs reliable reset points. What you're doing here, recording your numbers, allows you to stop money leaks that are less obvious. And what is great about those 3 steps is that they build one on top of the other. So they're all interconnected And they really give you this broad picture, this global view of your financial situation. Now, if you want to take this one step further, the free ADHD and money diagnostic is for you. It reveals how your brain interacts with money and where friction shows up most. You get valuable insight on what is going on and where things need attention. I've added the link to the episode's description, so all you really need to do is click it and it's yours for free. Now, I really want to show you where this can fall apart, because that's the difference between a system that sounds good and one you actually use. A lot of people think this is happening because they're not good at managing money, and that's actually not what's going on. What's actually happening is that each part of this system asks something specific for your brain: attention, decision-making, follow through. And that's where ADHD gets in the way, because we have a hard time with some of those executive function. The money archetypes my client and I work with in coaching reveal where the friction comes from. So it's actually an interesting way of looking at it. In step 1, the monthly cash flow plan, ADHD shows up as overthinking, resistance to structure, and not starting. So, for example, the alchemist, with its vivid imagination, turns this into a big, complex system. Wants it to be meaningful, aligned, perfect. It gets stuck before even starting. The maverick, with all the defiance in the world, and I know quite a bit about this one because it's my top archetype. So the maverick resists structure just because it feels like a rule. I don't want to box myself in. It avoids or rebels against the plan. The romantic, with its let's enjoy life attitude, doesn't want to deal with numbers, wants money to feel good, not structured, avoids planning altogether. In step 2, review last month, challenges manifest as discomfort, avoidance, or emotional friction. The nurturer, with its endless generosity, prioritizes others over self. Spending may reflect that, and then guilt shows up, avoids looking to not feel selfish or bad. The ruler, with its big dreams and aspirations, high standards, wants to do it right. If things aren't perfect, there's a bit of self-judgment. Avoids to protect identity. The accumulator, with its deep love for money, wants control and security. If things feel off, anxiety might spike. It may overfocus or avoid entirely, depending on the state. Finally, in step 3, update personal business income and expenses. The main friction point is postponing. The celebrity, with its boldness, is definitely bored, so it immediately disengages. And repetitive tasks? Nope, not gonna do it. The maverick doesn't like routine tasks, resists anything that feels repetitive or imposed. The connector, with its disinterest for money, prioritizes people over admin. It can wait, he says. This conversation matters more. If this makes you realize that you're ready to take it one step further and start working with your brain, Unlock Your Financial DNA is for you. Together, we'll explore how your top money archetypes shape motivation, identify where ADHD gets in the way, get creative, and design money systems that match your unique wiring. Click the link in the episode's description to find out more. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway is from this episode. I love reading what you share, and I respond to every comment. If you know an ADHDer who can benefit from this conversation, please share it with them and make sure to hit follow or subscribe. Until next time, keep rocking that badass phenomenal ADHD brilliance, sending lots of love your way, and I'll catch you in the next episode.